I know, I feel it too. We have this great musical vision in our lives, and we know we could make it a reality if only there was enough time. But our family obligations continually get in the way and slow us down. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about solutions, how to achieve your musical vision without destroying your family. Let's get to it. The place where I want to start is right here. What's inside of us? I think a little self-reflection on attitude is in order. Do we love our families? Do we love our spouses or partners or significant others? Gosh, I hope so. Because if you have a family, you have a moral obligation to those people in your life. Don't shortchange it. If you do, there will never be happiness and joy in your life. All right, attitudes are set. We're ready to rock. How do we make this thing actually work? Well, as far as strategies go, I'd like to start out with priorities. Of course, we're going to prioritize our family. We're going to spend time with the kids. We're going to spend time with our spouse or our partner. We probably also have a full-time career. That's a lot of time, isn't it? But that's not all of your time. So the question is, what else are you doing with your time? How efficient are you being with your time? Are you being mindful of what you're doing when you're not spending time with your family or pursuing your career? It's really important. If you get home from work, say, on a weeknight, you just kind of flop back on the couch and watch TV, watch YouTube maybe, doom scroll TikTok, and before you know it, the night is gone. Well, that's not an efficient use of your time. You're not achieving your musical vision while you're doing those other things. Now, they're not necessarily bad, don't get me wrong, but always keep in mind what the priorities of your life are, and I hope one of them is your music. The next strategy to think about is scope of what you're trying to accomplish. I've talked to many people over the years who struggle to complete, for example, an ambient guitar recording project because it's just too big and grand for them to ever accomplish with the time that they have available. Make sure that your artistic musical projects fit the time that you actually have available. Think about it this way. Would you rather accomplish a small project of music and get it out to the world, share it with others, or sit on a large, grandiose project that never gets done? I vote for the former. And some ways that I do it, because I struggle with it, is I typically keep my musical arrangements very simple. I rely on improvisation, so I don't have to do quite as much practicing of a particular piece to be able to perform it. And I make sure that I finish it as soon as I'm done the performance. Now, I'm speaking of the recording context. If you're performing, okay, that's a different context. But think about the scope of what you're trying to accomplish. Make sure that you right-size your project for the time available. Another strategy that's been important for me through my musical life is being able to learn to work in smaller chunks of time. It used to be that I wouldn't bother even trying to do anything if I didn't have at least 4 or 5 or 6 hours available to me to actually work on a piece, either practicing it or recording it. But now, even if I have a half an hour available, I'll try to take advantage of that. And even if I can just get a small piece of the project done, I'll do it. Because I know if I can spend 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes on a regular basis, that project is going to get done. It really is. It's gonna get done. Rather than waiting for that 4 or 5 hour block of time that never, ever materializes. Another thing to consider if time is really, really tight is doing another type of art during that family event or family time. For example, Father's Day weekend 2024 was a big weekend for me. It just went and went and went with family members coming and going. Yes, I have a large family. And by the end of the weekend, oh man, I was toast. And I knew that I wasn't going to have any time to play guitar. But what I did was take my camera with me and shoot some nature photography in the park where we were having a picnic. It only took a few minutes, and I got a couple of really nice shots that I really like. And I found that to be really fulfilling from an artistic perspective. Now, about the relationship itself, and I'm speaking at this point mostly about a spouse, a partner, or a significant other. How are you going to negotiate time for your art with that person, with that loved one? The key is communication. Communication ahead of time. You might say it's a kind of bargaining, but hopefully it's a bargaining out of love between the two of you, where you can talk about your needs jointly and then help each other make time to make that happen, whatever it might be. Some of that's on you, right? Some of that's on you to help that other person, your loved one, have time for themselves. And as you do that, they're going to be more willing and enthusiastic about helping you make time for your music. Communication. Communication. Oh, communication. After you've got the family dynamic figured out, and you've got a little bit of time to pursue your music without destroying your family, you need this blueprint for how to create an ambient guitar EP in 6 weeks. I'll see you over on those videos.